wearing your hat at a lot of different angles in that last game. I'm sure I've seen you look frustrated for a while.
Yeah, no, it's been a while, man. At the end of the day, you got to give credit when credit's due. They came out and they put it to us. They executed well. They took advantage of some loopholes and things like that. And when you're dealing with a quarterback of that caliber, you got to bring your A game every single week.
Can you imagine like that much of a difference between the two games you played them?
No, not to that extent. Some of the things were, based off of us, self-inflicted wise, and some things were just we didn't make the play. It'd be different if, we had some things that really put us out of position, poorly, but some of the things also I didn't put us in the best position to actually take advantage of the moment, meaning that down and distance or personnel and things like that. So, you got to take accountability for that. I could have definitely put us in a better position in certain instances, but at the end of the day, you give credit when credit's due. Like I said, they went out there and performed well.
You look at your secondary, it seemed early like they were trying to go after sales a bit, but then by the end of it, everybody got lit up at some point. Is it good sometimes for everybody to get?
Yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, for me, I'm going to ride with my guys. I still think that we're one of the better groups regardless. And at the end of the day, like I said, they can try to pinpoint anybody as far as that goes, but I'm going to ride with those guys, and I feel like they have all the things that we need. Sometimes you do got to hit a reset. I don't think it takes almost 400 yards to be able to do so, but at the end of the day, sometimes you have these bumps in the road, and anybody that's been around this game this long, as far as in the CFL, you have a day where sometimes it pours, and it didn't just rain, it poured that day. So, hopefully everybody brought their umbrella this week, and we can go ahead and be good and stay dry and go ahead take it to Calgary this week.
RP, what did you see when you mentioned the loopholes? What did you see? Because we haven't seen you guys give a lot of big plays, and you gave a bunch.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it was just more so just taking advantage of one-on-one opportunities. They had big play receivers as far as that win, and, they gave those guys opportunity to make the play. Some of those plays, like I said, we were in position. Some of those plays that we weren't. So at the end of the day, it's kind of 50-50 as far as that goes. But Zach has ultimate confidence in his group, and, I said that before the game started, he's going to give those guys opportunities. And we got to make sure that we step up to the challenge. And, that day wasn't our day. Look forward to the next time when it does come. But right now, like I said, our whole focus is just Calgary.
This has been a group, not cocky, but it has pride the way that they've played. Could you sense the pride was wounded, and are we going to see a real pushback come Saturday?
Yeah, you hit a reset from that standpoint, and if people want to look at that as being cocky, they can take that. I'd say everything starts with me, and I am the most confident guy, and I have no problem with saying so. I'm confident in our defense. I'm confident in our personnel as well as my staff. So if you want to say that they're overconfident, that's because I am, and that's okay. At the end of the day, our results speak for themselves. So if one game sets us back to that extent, then I'll take that bump in the road. But for the next game, I expect my guys to go back and do the same things they've been doing the first couple of weeks, and we're going to keep flying the way that we have been.
But do you get the sense, though, that they took that personally?
Yeah,
that amount of points?
For sure. Every game is personal. And at the end of the day, also, it's a Western opponent, a team that, obviously has been where we want to get to, and at the end of the day, you can kind of feel the sense of, the urgency that they had at the beginning of the game. And, you felt the crowd getting into it, also that played a hand. And, at that point, then it was up to somebody to make a play to get us out of it. And we didn't make none. And, also, like I said, it all starts with me. That's the reality of it. I never thought, we'll get to that point as far as in that game. But, it happened. And now, like I said, you got to be able to learn from it and move on.
Calgary, they conservative game plan to beat Toronto, but they kind of recommitted to the run game, and now they look like they're getting Kadeem back this week. Challenges there? Yeah,
for sure. Whether Kadeem is back or not, they definitely established that they're going to be run first. And, they did it. They did that. When Mills is going for 130-some, 140-some yards, and, they run the ball that many times to that extent, they're trying to establish the line of scrimmage. Also, they're trying to control the game. They want to control the clock, how many opportunities that they're giving to the opposition, whether it's to score points or even control what they're doing on offense. So they played well, and, you showed it on the film, and, we're able to assess that and now take it to this week and, make sure that we put ourselves in position to make sure that we do that first and, give our guys a chance to make plays when time, presents itself.